All right, folks, let's try the next story. You know, culture blending with fitness involves integrating cultural elements into workout routines, attire, and overall fitness experiences. Now, the people of Ikirin-Ade of Kogi State trooped out for the 2025 edition of the Ikirin-Ade Day Festival, you know, on Saturday, June 21st. Now, the colorful festival, which featured the annual mountain hike, involved other cultural and community development initiatives. The exercise promotes unity and development of the community. Let's share that story again with our man, Michael Ila. Let's go there. Thank you.
The Akobo Mountain in Ikirin-Ade, Ijumu local government area of Kogi State, has outlived generations. For centuries, it has stood tall and proud. But once every year, its quiet presence gives way to the rhythm and colors of a vibrant celebration. This hiking day begins with a gathering of sons and daughters of the community, as well as adventure seekers, to explore this monument that has endured through the ages. The Oluade of Ikirin-Ade, Anthony Idowu, declares the exercise open, offering prayers for the hikers. Up next, the atmosphere shifts to care and awareness, with free medical checkups and orientation sessions to prepare the hikers. Standing at the foot of the majestic Akogba Mountain, where excitement is in the air as this year's mountain hike is already taking shape. Adventure seekers are making their way up the mountain to participate in what has become a cherished annual event. But for the lovers of mountain hikes and carnivals, the long walk to the summit of the imposing Akogba Mountain is not just a climb. It is a journey into heritage, unity, and deep reflection. With the security of hikers guaranteed, other robust safety measures were in place to ensure a hitch-free exercise. For both the young and the old, every step up the Akogba Mountain is a testament to resilience. The trail is rugged, but the spirit remains unbroken.
When I wanted to climb the hill, I noticed that I'm not even feel fine. But when I'm going, I reach one certain time, all my body is good and stressed very well. So I did okay. So I thank God that I'm even here today.
For physical fitness, obviously, I'm an athlete, so this will boost me more. Then I think for heritage studies, because if you can see, these are Department of Archaeology and Museum Studies, Federal University Lokoja. So we came here for field work in one of their sites, Ilufe. So as part of our Scotty demands, so we are just exploring this place for heritage purpose also.
It is not forgotten. Even then, they farmed on the top, and our fathers climbed it. So it's just like exercising the body for the youths and for the generation to come.
The mood is festive and electric. Faces beam with excitement as old friends reunite and strangers become family. The carnival features indigenous music, food, and dances that reflect the identity of the Ikirin-Ade people. The climb is no easy feat, yet every step is laced with meaning, symbolizing endurance, resilience, and the collective journey of a people who take pride in their roots.
It's a rough ride, actually, because I had to stay on the road like 2-3 times, sit down. It was not an easy ride, basically. So I'm glad I'm here. It's an activity that we must continue to work on, improve on other aspects of the base, whatever aspects we need to improve on.
It signifies keeping fit and also for exploration, like I said, and also it's actually a good view from up here, actually. So yeah, it's fun.
I'm actually from Toronto. I'm just visiting because obviously my family is from here, and obviously I'm from here too. I'm glad I came home because this is like a good experience for me. I came all the way on the mountain. It was really scary, but I was still able to do it, and I'm glad I was able to.
At the summit is a moment of triumph and reverence. Prayers are said, songs are sung, and the people of Ekuriade once again declared their unity from the mountain's peak. From the mountain top to the marketplace of culture, the celebration continues. A carnival unfolds, bursting with color, rhythm, and heritage. Community leaders shed light on the significance of the Akobo Mountain, adding that the annual hike remains a cultural pilgrimage, one of the most anticipated events on Ekuriade's calendar.
This mountain is one of the mountains that saved our people during the war. The moment people can climb up to this area or down the other side, the horses cannot climb. So we remember the effort our elderly people, our founding fathers have put in place to secure this town for us. So we come here just to felicitate and also appreciate what they have done for us in the past. If you look down this other way, there is an adjoining hill there, or mountain too. It's called Ewuta. Ewuta has a cave that can take up to 300 people. That's where the weaponry, where it used to be.
After this, I'm targeting Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. You can see the crowd on top of the mountain, young and old. Some people in their 70s, they made it to the top. So why should someone like me, who is now up to 60 years, not be able to get to the top? Apart from this being a mountain hike and a test of one's fitness and endurance, it's also a good opportunity to even know your community a lot more. You know, from the top of this mountain, you can see communities around Ekuriade. You can see virtually all parts of our community, and you can even see mountains in far away Ijowa in Ondo State.
Babajide Kolade Otitoju said efforts are underway to partner with key stakeholders to enhance the hiking and carnival experience.
The efforts are already in place to partner with more corporate organizations. We are in talks with the state government already through the tourism ministry, and meetings have been scheduled, you know, between our representatives and the representatives of the Kogi state government to see how the state government can partner with us to make this a truly international event.
The younger generation is actively engaged through vibrant educational activities and timeless storytelling, planting seeds of purpose for the future.
If you travel to Europe, America, even Middle East these days, see heritage that have been existed for many years, they are preserved. And you go there to pay to see them. In Africa, you have much more. That's why we, as the people in Ekuriade, want to bring up our own, preserve it, show to the world, and let the world that we have monuments that qualify for UNESCO heritage.
Glory be to God, because this game is not easy, but we start game with peaceful, and we end it with peaceful. We give glory be to God that we play this game peacefully. There is no fighting, there is no riot in this game. We thank God. Next year, God will be with us. We will perform more than this one by the grace of God.
There's no how you can come to this mountain and win me. Do you understand? Because I live beside this mountain. Do you understand? So I climb this mountain every day. So how come that somebody will just climb this mountain one day and come and win me? So the spirit on this mountain is actually here with me. Though the spirit of God, we pray. You see, anything I do, I always put it in front of God. So I've actually prayed to God that He should give me a victory.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy because I won the last year. So I'm here today. I'm so happy that I'm here today. So I'm very happy that I don't even know what to say again because of my chairman, they are the one that supported me to be here today, and God. So I'm so happy.
To cap the event, Fuji music icon Saheed Osupa captivated the audience with rhythmic songs that got the jostling crowd dancing. Outstanding performance in various competitive games at the mountaintop got their due prize money and commendations. The Akobo Mountain Hike and Carnival is a celebration of life, reminding the people of Ekuriade that the climb is always worth it. Michael Ila, TVC News, Ekuriade.
Yeah, welcome back from that trip. Kule, after seeing that, you feel like touching home base. You can see our own BKO he felt very much at home.
Yeah, exactly. I saw he's enjoying himself.
Exactly.
Who will not?
The atmosphere is therapeutic because you are amongst your people. And
many of why our forefathers, our grandmothers, all of them, why they live long. We are yet to actually document.
Close to nature.
They stayed close to nature.
Yeah.
Apart from their dietary choices, the way they lived made them to live. How would you be climbing, on a regular basis? What you enjoy in that place will be more than staying hours in the best gyms, in the cities,
There's something.
You see Jide too. After getting to the mountain top, you see the excitement. If he does that, regularly, he will the benefit to his body. Yes, the benefit to his body. He will be the only one that will be able to describe it. It's so phenomenal. Because I remember in 2018, I was in Mecca, and my part, where we resigned there.
Did you go on the mount? Did you go on the mount?
I'm coming. Where we were staying in the hotel, people nickname it okay something. I can't remember the name. And within a few weeks, I just realized that I became more fit, more agile, just climbing every day.
You feel like going back there.
Why not?
Asokwa, when the thing started with Egungun Calabar, you understand, did we take advantage?
No, we did. Then it was just normal, thing, We never knew that what we were actually imbibing then was part of our culture. I'm just, these things I'm saying, it makes me remember when I was younger, my parents will always take us home. On my maternal side, we'll go to fetch water in the stream. And then we'll climb up again,
No culture shock.
No, because it was lovely because you are seeing your cousins who are based there, and that love is always something different completely.
The first time I was deported home, if you understand me, my first shock.
You're also always a foreigner.
My first shock was, this village, no electricity. How do you cope with it?
When you carry your lantern, in the morning, very early in the morning, you go to church and all that. So I think BK is really enjoying himself, and coupled with the fact that is that the Akinri of Ekiri land is also there. So you can see that they are bringing. That is what they call one thing about education. When once somebody is educated, it takes it back home, and that is what the Kolade Tojos are trying to do, taking what they have learned here and taking it back home. And they are really harnessing the potential that is in their community. Because that mountain hike, if they continue, it will become something that so many people will wish to go every year. So I want to really commend them, honestly.
I was saying, let's go over to him now.
No, before there's one aspect that I truly like.
Okay, the young part.
No, that you were able to bring
Osupa.
The KSO to that place now.
BKO is waiting for us. BKO, obviously, you were amongst your people, and so you were home and dry.
Yeah, I'm very much at home.
Yeah.
You see that imposing mountain.
Yeah.
When I stand in front of my house here in the village, Dad doesn't like me calling it a village.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure I'm going to get a hair dryer from him for saying this. When I stand in front of my house, I see that mountain in its full glory. And I'm somebody who has always loved to read about mountains, the people who have conquered those mountains and all that. And I always tell myself, I'll be happy if I can get to the top of this mountain. After all, an 80-year-old man got to the peak of Mount Everest. A 13-year-old girl got to the peak of Mount Everest. Amputees without both legs got to the peak of Mount Everest. 75-year-old woman got to the peak of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, with all of the difficult conditions. Very cold area. What should stop me from getting to the peak of the highest mountain in my community? So this Akogba mountain hike, we have been organizing it for some time. So our people will come all the way from the UK to be part of it. And this year, they just decided to give it a lot more razzmatazz and all that. Introduce more prices to encourage people to take part, prices in different categories, just for people to have fun. And when I was halfway, I felt like stopping because I felt so much pains, around my thighs and my kneecap. And I'm like, is this where this dream will end? Is this dream ends here? My friends here, they will laugh me out of town because many of them who are lazy, they sat down at the foot of the mountain drinking beer instead of going to the top. And when they saw me going, they said, you're an old man, you cannot get to the top. But can you imagine 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, small boys and girls, some of them even running up, even the slippery, the slopey part of the mountain, they were running. Children don't have any fear. Even where we wrote danger, the place were designated as dangerous areas, these kids were still sprinting. So it was a happy feeling for me. And when I called my wife to say, look, I got to the peak of the mountain, they said, oh, was this that one that we went to? I said, no, the one we went to, it was just like a baby to eat. So she said, no, they must have held your hand to get to the top. I said, who climbs the mountain holding another person's hand? Just give kudos to me, at least for the progress that I've made. And look, I felt pains when I came down, but I said, no, this is just temporary. It's a happy feeling for me, and I know that my getting to the peak must have encouraged so many people. And I know that next year, many people will want to be part of it. And you see, this kind of thing unites us. It makes us have this strong bond as a people. When you remember what that mountain melts, in terms of our history, our people used to go and hide on top of the mountain when the Nopes, who are conquering territories, wanted to conquer our community. Our community was not conquered, thanks to those physical defensive mechanisms that God already created for us. This mountain occupies a very good place in the history of our community, because it was a good refuge for us.
Okay.
Once we are uphill, all the women and children will be taken uphill. Our people can confront them. The able men, the Ogbades, our big hunters of those days can then confront them. But we make sure that at least our children are safe, our women are safe. That was what that mountain represented to us. And being at the peak of it, was meant so much to me. It was a dream come true to me. And the next time I come to town with my children, I promised them that we'll do it together. So if Citizen Jones is around, we'll take him up the mountain. After all, an 80-year-old man got to the peak of Mount Everest. So what's to stop Citizen Jones at over 70 from getting to the peak? So I'm sure that's what you would like to see.
Oh, yeah. And
when we come down...
In addition to the roasted yam, eating natural foods, you understand?
Yes. Yes. So much. So much. That's what we eat in there.
You have palm wine, don't you?
Yes. Yesterday, my father came. Unfortunately, at the time he came, I didn't have palm wine in my house.
Oh dear.
I only have red wine, and the old man was not going to drink red wine.
That is
it was that palm wine that I wanted.
BKO, that is against our tradition.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the old man was not going to take red wine. It was palm wine that I wanted, and unfortunately, I didn't have palm wine. So I said, maybe let me just get someone to go and get it. Before I finished issues with Jide, I left. Next time, even though I didn't know it was coming, next time I'll make sure I always have palm wine. Palm wine is much better. They've been taking it for ages, and it has not affected them.
Very rich in yeast.
I want to ask him. Jide, I saw you really enjoyed Saheed Osupa's performance. Tell us more.
Yes. It was a natural choice because of his tremendous talent and the fact that he sings songs of wisdom. We want young people to learn from Osupa's songs. His songs are very philosophical, full of wisdom. So we decided to bring him, and before the show started, they brought him to come and see me inside my house, and we started singing his songs together. It was a happy feeling. By the time he climbed on stage, he was already in high spirits because he saw that our people have so much love for him. And I'm sure he will be back soon.
Yeah, but one striking thing is attracting the young folk, the younger generation. Attracting them.
And if we look at so many of them, even before we left the foot of the mountain, a good number of those young people were already at the summit. Because you see them tiny like sugar cubes on top of the mountain. You are down, you see them, and I'm like, how come it's so easy for these people to get here? I was already scared that I would not get there. But I was determined. I didn't want to let down my friends. My friends, my brothers, like Ayeko thought they would have really dealt with me if I didn't get to the top. And some of you with bad mouth in that studio dealt with me. So I decided that I will not be disgraced on home soil. How can a prince be disgraced on home soil? There's nothing like sitting at the foot of the mountain and waiting for people to come down. We'll do it together. And I know that once I've done it this time, I've conquered that fear. The next edition will be up there together once again.
I know that that environment is ideal for long distance runners, athletes and so on. Have you been able to attract?
Yes.
Have you been able to attract people from outside your community?
No, maybe in future. Maybe in future we'll have something, our own version of the what we had in Obudu, the Obudu mountain climb.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe yes. Athletes used to come from Kenya, from Ethiopia, for the Obudu mountain climb every year.
Yeah.
I wonder why we no longer do it. So maybe in future, once this mountain hike becomes bigger, we can attract some international figures, international athletes to come and do that climb to the top, sprint to the top. We'll see who wins at the end of the day.
Okay, I hear time is tight from here, but we want to wish you a happy stay, you know, and come back with good news.
Yes.
Thank you, BKO.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been to 2 mountains.
Yeah.
Mbaki where Mary Slessor actually died.
Okay.
As well as Odiobudu, mountain.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that maybe next year I'll join. I'll join BKO.
Obudu is the highest in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Followed by the Plateau Highlands. You know.
So I think I would see if I can.
The ones that not all of them are climbable. The one I've done very well is the one in the Nidonri.
Okay.
That
in
one.
Ondo State.
Yes.
Ondo.
If you climb it, you will look at.
You also see hills.
Yes. You also see
that of Obudu. There's a place they call Point of No Return. They will be telling you.
Or Devil's Elbow.
Don't go. Don't.
You also see the wonders of nature if you climb that of.
So I'll see if I can go to Ekiriade.
I remember during the time of Governor Agagu. God bless his soul. That time. And the old man would do it. You say, why? How?
Yeah.
So you, as a younger person, you say, no, I will do this thing. Of course, many people will stop by the way because there was something like a staircase that was done to. But it's something that we should be doing. We should be, turning to the nature.
Yeah.
It helps a lot if you can do it.
All right, folks. That will just about do it for the program today. We want to thank the Backroom Boys who made sure the pictures came to you. And of course, on behalf of Adekunle Yusuf, I thank you for coming.
I'm always glad.
And Asukwa James.
Thank you for having me.
This is yours sincerely, Citizen Jones, reminding you that the regular episode of the program is built for 5 p.m. if you remember. But you may watch a repeat broadcast of this particular episode tonight at 11:30. We are also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now. Take care.